The pain scale. How bad can death actually get? Getting eaten alive scores 100 on the pain scale. That sounds terrifying, but it's not even close to the worst. The worst death imaginable? 140 points. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that is. Stay with me. Case 1. The Tuna Oven. 105 points, Santa Fe Springs. October 11th, 2012. A seafood factory. Ordinary Tuesday morning. Workers notice something. A colleague is missing. His name is Jose Molina, 62 years old, a boiler operator. They search for 90 minutes. Nothing. Then someone says, check the oven. The industrial oven, the one that cooks 52,000 kilograms of canned tuna at 132 degrees Celsius. They wait 30 minutes for it to cool down. That entire time, one thought goes through every worker's mind. Please, don't be in there. He was in there. Here's what happened. Jose noticed a mechanical fault inside the oven. He stepped in to fix it. Told nobody. And while he was in there, another worker closed the door and switched it on. Nobody knew. Nobody heard. Jose was cooked alive. 105 points on the pain scale. A gunshot to the head, 2 points. A shark attack, 91 points. Being boiled alive, 105. And Jose Molina experienced every single one of those points. Case 2. The chocolate vat. 105 points. Camden, New Jersey. 2009. Vincent Smith II was 29 years old. He worked at an illegal chocolate factory, small operation, no safety rules, no barriers. His job was simple. Dump chunks of chocolate into a giant melting vat. 2.5 meters deep. 120 degrees Celsius. Giant industrial mixers churning inside. Then a paddle hit him, and Vincent fell in. His co-workers ran. They shut down the machine as fast as they could, but Vincent was in that vat for 10 full minutes before they could pull him out. His body was mangled. His skin was destroyed. He died from burns. 10 minutes in boiling chocolate. Imagine that. Case 3. Loretta's phone call. 108 points, November 23rd, 2018. Florida. A 76-year-old woman named Loretta Picard calls 911. Her voice is shaking. I think my house is on fire and I'm here alone. And I'm a walker. The dispatcher tells her, leave the house, go outside. Loretta replies, I couldn't, honey, as much as I wanted to. She'd had surgery. She could barely move. She couldn't see through the smoke, and the fire truck was driving down a long country road. On the recording, you can hear her start to cough, then wheeze, then the crackling of fire, getting louder. She keeps asking, are you sure they're coming? Are they really coming for me? The firefighters arrived 14 minutes after the call cut out. Nobody went inside. Loretta burned alive, alone, on the phone, waiting for help that never came. 108 points. Case 4. The monk who didn't flinch. 110 points, Saigon. June 11th, 1963. A car stops near the presidential palace. 3 Buddhist monks step out. One of them, Thich Quang Duc, sits down on the pavement in lotus position. He starts to pray. Another monk pours gasoline over his head. Quang Duc finishes his prayer, strikes a match. The flames take him immediately. Black smoke rises into the sky. His body slowly curls and chars. And the entire time, he doesn't move. He doesn't scream. Not once. 350 monks around him are crying out loud. He sits in silence. 110 points of pain, endured without a single sound. Whether it was meditation or pure spiritual strength, most of us will never understand how that's even possible. Case 5. The volcano. 110 points, Democratic Republic of Congo. 2007. Cecilia Chung, 33, climbs Nyiragongo volcano. Nearly 3,500 meters up. She wants a closer photo of the famous lava lake. Cracked black rock with rivers of fire running through it. Lava temperature, 950 degrees Celsius. She leans over the crater edge. She slips. Falls 200 meters. Hits a rocky ledge. Multiple bones broken. Heat making it almost impossible to breathe. Rescuers are called. A helicopter is dispatched. A volcanologist. Rangers. But visibility drops. Operations stop. And Cecilia falls into the lava. Witnesses hope she was already dead before she hit it. Death in lava is instant. But the fall, the broken bones, the heat, the waiting, 110 points. Case 6. The blue powder. 125 points, Goiânia, Brazil. September 13th, 1987. A man named Devar Ferreira owns a junkyard. He finds something interesting in a piece of scrap metal. A small capsule. He opens it. Inside, a glowing blue powder. It's beautiful, actually. People rub it on their skin like glitter. They take it home as a gift. Nobody knows what it is. It's cesium-137, a radioactive isotope used in cancer treatment, pulled from an abandoned hospital radiotherapy machine. About 250 people are contaminated. Devar's wife, hair loss, internal bleeding. One worker, lung and respiratory damage. Another, heart complications. And Devar's 6-year-old niece, Leida das Neves, she develops swelling across her entire upper body. Her hair falls out, her kidneys fail, her lungs fail. The hospital staff is afraid to go near her. She's 6 years old, dying in an isolated room. 125 points. All 4 later die. Everything they touched is buried underground. Marked, do not open for 300 years. Case 7. The man who dropped a brick. 125 points, Los Alamos, New Mexico. August 21st, 1945. The war is barely over. The world is still processing Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and Harry Doglian is working alone in a lab late at night. He's building a neutron reflector around a plutonium core, stacking tungsten carbide bricks by hand. Then he drops one. It lands directly on the core. A flash of blue light. An immediate wave of heat. Uncontrolled nuclear fission. A lethal dose of 5.1 sieverts of radiation. Absorbed in seconds. Harry knows what just happened. He tries to dismantle the setup with his bare hands. Moves the brick off, stops the reaction, but it's too late. His hand starts to blister, then his arm, his skin breaks down, his blood vessels burst. His organs begin to fail in one by one, over 25 days. He stays conscious through most of it. He knows exactly what's happening to his body, and there's nothing anyone can do. Harry Doglian dies on day 25. 125 points. The maximum. 140 points. None of the deaths above were inflicted on purpose. A factory accident, a volcano, a dropped brick. But 140 points? That requires intention. The most painful death ever designed by human hands is called flaying. First, the skin is softened. Hot water, sunburn, soaking. Then, incisions. Starting at the least sensitive areas of the body, moving slowly inward, toward the face. The torturer's only goal, keep the victim alive as long as possible. It worked for the ancient Assyrians. It worked in medieval Europe. Every nerve ending, exposed. No skin left to protect you. 140 points. The good news? You can't accidentally end up being flayed, unlike a chocolate vat, or a nuclear lab, or a tuna oven. So maybe, just maybe, stay away from industrial machinery. And be careful around glowing blue powder. Just a thought. What's the most pain you've ever felt? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe if you have nerves of steel.